Long ago in a village called Jera in Ethiopia, nestled among the rolling hills and ancient trees, lay a village steeped in tradition. But as the rains failed to arrive, the villagers' hearts grew heavy with worry. The village is suffering from a severe drought, and the crops are failing. Desperate for a solution, Abeba recalls a story told about a mystical lake that could grant wishes if approached with pure intentions. But the land, once fertile, had turned dry. The rains had not come, and the villagers feared for their future. Stories of an enchanted lake that could bring life to the barren fields were told. Abeba, who listens intently, determined to save her village, she decides to embark on the journey, despite Azeb's warnings of the dangers that lie ahead. The village is introduced, along with its close-knit community. Abeba and Abi are seen helping their mother in the dry fields, while the village chief calls a meeting to address the crisis. Imam Awabit suggests seeking the enchanted spirit's blessing, but warns that only someone pure of heart can undertake the journey. Chosen for her kindness and purity, young Abeba embarked on a journey that would test her spirit and resolve. By her side was her brother Abi, her protector and guide. With the blessings of her mother and the hope of her people on her shoulders, Abeba set out into the wilderness. With her brother, the path was treacherous, the forests thick with mystery, but her resolve was unshakable. Along the way, they encountered various challenges that test their bravery and wisdom. From crossing a dangerous river to navigating a dense forest filled with eerie sounds, each step brings them closer to the enchanted lake. At last, they reached the enchanted lake, a place where time seemed to stand still, and nature whispered its ancient secrets. The enchanted lake, its waters still and silent, as if waiting. But the lake was no ordinary place. It was guarded by a spirit, a being of the ancient world. Here, Abeba would face her greatest test. Abeba approaches the lake and calls out to the enchanted spirit. The spirit emerges, appearing as a shimmering figure made of light and water. The lake spirit emerges from the water, questioning Abeba's intentions. Abeba must prove her sincerity and selflessness. She speaks of her village suffering and her desire to help, not for glory, but for the survival of her people. The spirit tests her, creating illusions and challenges, presenting her with 3 trials, each symbolizing a virtue: patience, compassion, and wisdom. But she remains steadfast. Abeba passes each trial with humility and grace. The spirit speaks in riddles. Having proven her worth, Abeba was granted a gift, a vial of the lake's water, said to hold the essence of life itself. With the trials behind her and the spirit's blessing in hand, Abeba returned home. But would the village be saved? Abeba and Abi return to the village, where they are greeted with anticipation. Abeba pours water from the lake onto the ground, and as it seeps into the earth, the sky darkens and rain begins to fall. The villagers rejoice, and the fields begin to bloom once again. The village, now thriving, Abeba and her brother and mother are sitting under a tree, watching the sunset.